Hello, all you amazing, fabulous, fantastic light workers, way showers, change agents, Starseeds, Indigo family tribe members. It's great to be with you again today. So today I want to talk to you about the most amazing, fabulous topic ever, which is bound to push some buttons. So please forgive me if I do. It's the difference between spirit and soul. And let's understand spirit as it relates to the way people typically use that terminology. Spirit versus divine source, creator, God, whatever it is, however we label that divine source, God. Some people call it spirit. Let's understand terminology here. So, spirit is a catch-all term that can be referred to any form of spirit, any kind of spirit. So humans often use the term spirit to refer to God because they're typically choosing not to use the terminology God because God is typically related to religion. This is all language terminology. So we want to be clear in a fifth dimensional reality because actually there are significant differences between them. And then we'll equate it to soul. So let's get this. So God is a word that was used, originally formulated by elite beings in a non-physical realm. This is going to push some buttons. And it basically stands for gold and all precious metals, oil and all precious natural resources, and diamonds, including all precious gems. And these global elites, we don't have this knowledge because in our linear history, we cannot understand this. This does not make sense with linear knowledge. These global elites referred to themselves as God because they controlled all of the precious resources, gold, oil, and diamonds. Gold including all precious metals, oil including all precious resources of natural earth, Mother Earth. All of natural earth, Mother Earth. And diamond including all gems. So this terminology of God was created and fed to the masses. This is way before we have records of linear time. And this is not something we would know in our storyline because in our storyline, it's perpetuated through eons of time. This is only information I'm sharing because I've accessed it from the non-physical realm in asking Creator for truth on this topic of the word God. So when we use the word God, we're actually calling upon those who have claimed dominion over the earth. Oh God, I really get it. I'm going to be pushing some buttons with this one. So, it's not that the true God of humanity, creator of all that is, however we use that languaging, doesn't respond because its consciousness recognizes that we're using the word God to call upon it, and therefore it does respond. So it's not a wrong terminology. It's just the history of the etymology of that languaging. And please understand, I'm only sharing what I've extracted from the non-physical realm and from higher consciousness in asking, because I've asked. And a lot of people don't ask. We just assume. We just take for granted that that's what that word means. So I just asked. Okay, but really what I was asking on was spirit, because spirit is a word we use, we humans, to refer to a spirit. And the thing is that some people call upon God and they use the word spirit, and from what I've extracted from the non-physical realm and higher consciousness that I'm now translating here is that spirit can mean anything in non-physical realm. So you can have malevolent spirits, you can have entity beings who are spirits, you can call upon a spirit of anger, spirit of resentment. Any spirit can respond when you say spirit. And even the word Holy Spirit, which is linked to organized religion, is calling upon malevolent spirits in many cases. Because as we know, organized religion is I don't want to go down that route, but it can be very dark. It's incorporating many, many dark things. So please understand that Holy Spirit doesn't necessarily refer to God, the divine creator, original source of consciousness, and all that is. It's important to understand and make this distinction as we get to the higher realms, because when we're in the higher realms, we have to be in our mastery. We must know what we're asking for and what we're calling upon. And this is why this piece of information was given to me, because I was inquiring and asking. So when you're calling upon Spirit, even Holy Spirit, understand you're extracting and pulling in things from the non-physical realm that are maybe not aligned with the highest, clearest, purest, original source of consciousness. So be mindful, because when you're calling upon Spirit, you can be calling upon anything, is what I've been told, what I've been provided here, and what I'm translating here. So Spirit can also mean there's a spirit of happiness, and call upon the spirit of happiness. There's a spirit of joy. Call upon the spirit of joy. There's a spirit of magnificence. You want to be feeling magnificent? Call upon the spirit of magnificence to bring its magnificence to you. But understand, if you're just using the catch-all word spirit, you could be calling on anything. So it's important in the fifth dimensional reality for us to get clear. Okay, I should have probably set us up with that. Now, let's also understand spirit. We are spirit too. So I am the spirit in a sense, in that, from that perspective, I am the spirit of me, my own self. But in truth, I am the soul embodiment in a physical form of the divine source, creator God, of all that is, right? As we all are. However we refer to that divine source, we can refer to it any way we want. However, as we're leveling up, we have to understand spirit is one thing, right? So we are our own form of a spirit of the divine, an aspect of that divine source, right? As an individualized being. Okay. I hope that makes sense. So we just want to be conscious of the way we use the word spirit. Okay, now, what is a soul? So the soul is the individualized being, whether it's in an animal, a person, a plant. There is a soul in everything. The progress that that individualized aspect of source has made through its eternal nature as an infinite being, individualized aspect of source, creator, God. That's, I mean, I just use all those words. That is the soul. The linear progress and the non-linear aspect of the individualized being that is knowing itself as an individualized aspect of source consciousness, who has had individualized experiences through its eternal nature, through however long, in terms of linear time, that soul has existed. So, when we refer to soul, it's an individualized aspect that knows itself as an individualized aspect, and that is progressing through its individual experiences. Or progressing implies linear time, but nonetheless, as it is experiencing itself as an individualized being. Okay, so I hope that makes sense on that terminology. And then one final thing, let's just refer to this divine source. I call it divine source, creator, infinite consciousness, infinite wisdom, infinite light, because it can never be so narrowly defined. It is all that is. It is all that is. It is us. We are it. It is all that ever was, ever will be. It can never be limited to time, space, dimension, label. The labels that we try to put on this thing. It is all that is. It's not some Santa Claus in the sky. It's just all that is. Everything that ever has been, everything that ever will be, reflecting itself through, in, through, and around all that is, as all that is. So, what word do you use to define that? It can never be limited to any one word. It does respond to whatever it is that we are, because we are it. Creating as it. Existing as it. Okay, I hope that was fun for you. That was a little unrehearsed, just came through, but I hope you enjoyed it and loved it. And if you want more of this, please head over to Spagna starseed.com and join the community. And by the way, please let me know in the comments bar if you liked it, if you want more feedback, or what else you want to learn about, because I would love to hear from you about what's most important to you to expand your consciousness and to help you understand this new fifth dimensional reality and the new paradigm in which we exist in, so that I can support and assist you in your own evolutionary process and the evolutionary journey of your unique individualized soul. Okay, I hope that's helpful. Until next time, love you so much. Bye-bye.